You go Big Red.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now. In our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions. This is On the Block with Strick and Austin. Nebraska Basketball Hall of Famer and 9-year NBA vet, Eric Strickland.
Strickland for 3! And you're going to go out of here as the Big 8 tournament champion.
Middle school basketball coaching legend and Duke basketball shooting coach in his mind, Austin Orman. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Presented by NEBCO. This is On the Block with Strick and Austin.
A hump day show to end the week. Welcome to it. This is On the Block, brought to you by NEBCO. I'm Austin Norman, joined as always by Eric Strickland. 2 hours. 2 hours. We're off to our weekend. Show of hands on the text line, 402-464-5685. Who's listening at work and who's already on the road? Who's already chilling? Who's already in weekend mode? Let us know, 402-464-5685. Stricky, let's dive straight into the first news of the day in the National Basketball Association. A couple of places have hired assistant coaches. Let's start with the Lakers, right? There's a lot of intrigue about what J.J. Redick was going to do in his first time as an NBA head coach. Who would he get to fill out his staff? He goes and gets 2 coaches with a combined 31 seasons as NBA head coaches. First off, Nate McMillan. Secondly, Scott Brooks. Your reaction to those 2 hires to sit beside J.J. Redick?
Nick McMillan, he has a pretty good track record for the most part. I think he had a young and immature team and lost that Hawks team because, you know, he's a veteran guy. He's just not going to take no nonsense or unaccountability. And I think he was holding them accountable to a few things, and they don't like that. That's part of the thing that you have to deal with as a coach now in the NBA. So I think bringing him in, he's a veteran guy. He's played on successful teams as well as coached successful teams, and he's had a good run. His record speaks. He's got a winning record. So, I mean, it's a name you can throw out in front of people and be respectable.
And then Scott Brooks. Anything on him?
Yeah. Scott's pretty much the same way. I mean, it's not a blow-away hire. But again, I can tell you, guess what? They're rebound guys for the most part. You know what I mean? Like, Scott's not necessarily. I mean, I think Scott's just looking at it as probably under Chauncey, not necessarily being the top guy. I think Chauncey was taking a similar approach. Portland's not necessarily a great place to be in the coaching market right now. It just doesn't seem to have a lot of upside, especially in the West. You're looking at a development. You're looking at a high responsibility, probably opportunity. And I just think that he's kind of, they're both kind of laying in wait, just using this as an opportunity to potentially either slip in, you know, on that job if the looks like the J.J. Redick experience. I mean, at worst, you're looking at maybe 2 years on average right now, the last
right.
1 year. So you could say I get there, maybe I could be ready and lying in wait to take over. But we'll see. That's the thing, though. I don't believe those choices. When you're a coach, you want to know you got somebody with you that's going to advocate and be, your boy in the mix of this. They ain't going to be talking to other coaches or staff about any internal things. It's some trust factors. I don't know what their relationships are. That's what gives me a little bit of pause. Is what is the dynamic of these relationships? I don't see a lot of overage. Maybe a little Brooks, maybe but I just don't see a lot of overage in their connections that would allow them to.
Yeah, JJ didn't play for either one of them.
Right.
So makes you wonder if he got to know them, on his tour as a color guy throughout the league, and his a friend of a friend, maybe.
No, I just think there's no one out there that's outside of wanting to kind of rebound or get back into a certain place. I just don't. It doesn't look appealing.
So if you're JJ Redick and you don't really know these guys, how worried are you that they're gunning for your job, hoping you fail?
I mean, that's the thing. This is why guys like to bring in their own. But the problem is, JJ hasn't built enough relationships, nor does he have enough
cachet,
street cred, or cachet to just go out and pull somebody from. Because there are coaches that are looking at this situations that are not necessarily Sam Cassell, but that have a pedigree that they've been in the sport for years. And they're just
been coaching in the sport.
Right. Coaching in the sport and word. So there's a little animus there.
The other team that hired a couple of assistants was Golden State, just up the interstate. One rebound coach and one, I don't want to call it a rebound. I think it's a little different for the second coach. The first one is Terry Stotts, who will be the lead assistant for Golden State under Steve Kerr. Probably best known for his time in Portland with Dame and CJ. Put together some good offenses, never really got the defensive piece to work. Was at Milwaukee for a while. He's bounced around a little bit. But then Jerry Stackhouse. Strick, I had forgotten, you brought this up. Jerry Stackhouse wasn't just the Vanderbilt head coach. He's been in the G League for a while and was pretty darn good at it.
Yeah, I think he actually he's either been to 2 championships and won one. He was under Toronto, I believe. I think they called the 609s or something.
Yeah, 906, 905.
Something like that. And but he did a really good job with them. And I honestly think that Jerry Stackhouse is going to be a pretty good coach when it's all said and done. I just think that opportunity is needed right now for him. But outside of that, I think he's going to be a good coach.
When you see Stotts and Stackhouse, do you think that this is maybe part of an off-ramp plan for Steve Kerr? Is it because he's been a good coach, but my read is that he's tied to the big three with Clay out the door, Draymond at 34, and Steph at 36. When Steph's done and Steph's gone, is that it for Steve Kerr? Like, he's not the next Popovich. He's been fine, but I don't think he's so great that you need him around to usher in the next era. Do you have him on the bench under Steve Kerr as maybe a successor?
That's very possible. The problem with Steve Kerr is that they haven't developed. So yes, they've done well with what has been given them, but I don't think when you look at certain players that have come off of their team or traded off of their team, or that they in their most recent either signed or they drafted, you just don't see a lot of growth. And Weissman's on another team coming up, and
got traded to the Pistons, then signed with the Pacers.
Yeah, so that just hasn't panned out. I mean, obviously, we know Jordan Poole is one of the worst contracts in the NBA right now, unless he gets that thing turned around. I just don't see right now. Kuminga still hasn't grown. Super athletic, just hasn't developed. A lot of those guys haven't. So they've been playing with a lot of guys just have skills that they've been able to use in a variety of different ways. This is where Looney playing out of position, obviously Draymond Green playing. They got a lot of guys that can do a lot of things out of position. And they've taken the model of we're going to force you to adjust to us as opposed to we adjust to you.
Mm-hmm.
They just believe over time they'll continue to shoot better than you and run better than you and screen better than you and get steals on your mistakes and turn those into something. So that's kind of been their motto. It's been working for them, but now the athleticism starting to slow down and they just haven't been able to retool.
I was looking this up while you were talking, and I think the next question I would ask you is the development piece on Steve Kerr for not trusting and playing the young guys, or is it on the front office for making mediocre draft picks?
I think it's on the staff.
Mhm.
I think it's on the full staff. I gotta say, it's who you hire. Listen, I know who the guys are for the Dallas Mavericks.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me where they are now. Where they sit. The Dallas Mavericks.
Oh, yeah. They're just coming off an NBA Finals appearance. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Top of the West.
You can look, because I know Shamgod.
Mm-hmm.
I know him and how he trains. I know Daryl Armstrong. I know the back ends of those guys that are working with these players in ways to get them to develop whatever their skill set is, and it needs to go to another level. You can tell by the progressions that there's some intent to the way that they're doing their work, right? You just never been able to see that in Golden State. You saw them when they were young, but I venture to say that who started them on the trek, it was Mark Jackson.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I think Mark Jackson's staff showed them who they are and allowed them to be who they are. And then Steve was able to basically, it's like having clay put on the thing. It's already shaped. All you got to do is gloss it. You got to gloss it, paint it, seal it so that way it's not porous and stuff ain't gonna leak out of it. That's what Kerr did with that, with a lot of what that team was. Now, listen, they made great decisions. I mean, who in the primes of a Kevin Durant can't make that work?
Right.
So it was like you was given a lot of rope to be able to get something done. It's probably more than what you needed to climb down the building, but you were able to get it done because you had a lot of rope.
And they've used up pretty much all that rope right now. They finished 10th in the West last year, don't make the official playoffs. The reason I ask about, is this an off-ramp for Steve Kerr? His contract, he just signed it not long ago. It's a 2-year extension. He's got 24-25, so next season, and then 25-26. Guess who else's contract runs out after 25-26?
It's got to be Stotts.
The babyface assassin.
Oh, yeah.
Steph.
Yeah.
That would take...
If Steph decides to move on or leave, that's probably when I would bounce out and leave too.
Mm-hmm.
I can see what you're saying.
Think it all works together, at least to some degree there. We will definitely keep tracking what's going on in NBA free agency. Sounds like the Warriors are working on sign-in trades for Kyle Anderson, as well as Buddy Hield, still involved in Lauri Markkanen talks as well. When we get back, though, speaking of Steph Curry, playing in his first Olympics, report date is Saturday for Team USA. What do we think the starting lineup is? I think there's some no-doubters, some no-brainers, especially if you play the behind-the-scenes kind of politics game for Team USA. But is this the roster that sets the stage for the next Olympic team? Is this the starting lineup that sets the stage for the next Olympic team? We will get into that and plenty more when we get back here to On the Block on 93.7 The Ticket.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Does it seem like your clothes dryer doesn't dry like it used to? It may not be your dryer. It may be your dryer vent. When the vent becomes obstructed, it drastically reduces the efficiency of your dryer. Even worse, it can be a fire hazard. Here's the simple solution. Call Bryant. Bryant will thoroughly clean the vent and show you the before and after results. Call 467-1111. Keep your dryer operating efficiently and your home safe. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. And right now they are offering huge, and I mean huge discounts at Koppel. Get over $9,000 off list price or 1.9% financing on select Sierras or Silverados. Plus, Costco members receive another $1,000 off. Yes, that's happening right now in Louisville. $9,000 off list price or 1.9% financing. You pick what works for you. Costco members, please contact us at the store or at KoppelCars.com. All deals with approved credit must trade and finance.
All right, it's time for Final Jeopardy. It's been a tight contest today that all comes down to this final question. No summer picnic or family get-together or trip to the lake is complete without this particular item. Let's go first to Bob.
What is beer?
No, that's not it. Think about the kids. Over to you, Farley.
What is corn on the cob?
Tough to grill that on a boat. Wrong again. Grace, this time for the win.
What is Bure's cheese spread?
We have a winner! Bure's cheese spread, available in most local grocers in Nebraska.
Play ball!
Looking for the ultimate change-up from the typical family night? How about a Grand Slam good time with friends and coworkers? Then unleash the fun at Haymarket Park with an action-packed, thrilling season of Salt Dogs baseball. Choose from 50 home games now through August with daily and weekly specials your whole pack can enjoy, including group discounts. Don't miss out on the magic and the excitement.
Strike three, you're out!
Visit saltdogs.com to reserve your tickets today. Unleash the fun.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see increasing cloud cover throughout the day. National high around 86. Tonight, probably cloudy, then a chance for showers and storms late, below around 66. And tomorrow, the 4th of July, a chance for showers and storms in the morning, and probably sunny with a high around 81. I'm meteorologist Kyle Clucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Drinking and driving causes serious harm to friends, family members, and loved ones. In 2021, 65 people were killed in Nebraska by a car crash involving a drunk driver. Do not drink and drive. By drinking less, you can still be here for your loved ones. If you or loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Everyone should have a collection of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store.
Now back to On the Block with Strick and Austin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Couple things on the text line before we dive into Team USA men's basketball roster and starting lineups. Craig said, are you guys going to talk NBA the entire offseason? I see why, but yada, yada. When it's interesting, we'll talk about it. Free agency just started. There's some big name teams with some big decisions going on. We'll talk plenty of baseball. We'll talk plenty of NFL, plenty of Huskers, especially here as we start turning our attention to, we're in the halfway point of summer ball. I think there's a lot of headlines with that team as well. So we'll
obviously
get to
the
Olympics coming up as well. So we're talking a lot of NBA because there's a lot going on right now, right? Finals just got over, free agency starting, a lot of big names, a lot of big moves being made. So that's why we're on what we're on. Ben says his 4th of July plans are heading out west to Lexington, hopefully teach my kids not to be Weenie Hut Juniors around fireworks. When's the first time you shot off a fireworks, Stricky? How old were you?
Man, I don't think we had them the way that they're available to us now as kids. we had sparklers, we had the crackers, you know, the pop, 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 pop. You know, the things that would shoot the
Roman candle.
That's the one. Yeah. We didn't have the big things that, you know, you shoot them off and they go boom.
The artillery
like,
shells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we didn't have that.
So how old were you when you first shot off one of those artillery shells? How long ago?
I don't mess with them.
Really?
Yeah. I let everybody else
Really?
play. When what solidified it for me, Austin, and which confirmed in my mind that this is not the way for me, is when JPP, his situation, when he blew his fingers off. I was like, oh yeah, no, I'm not playing with cherry bombs.
How long ago was that now?
Man, I don't know, but that was the day that it was confirmed in my head. 'Cause I started hearing, you know, a lot of my boys, Klester's got some, and he and his sons get out there and they start. So I just go over a house and I sit in the garage and watch them. I don't even touch them. I don't want to even light it because I don't want to misfuse. Even if that's not a word, I don't care. I just made it up.
I think you're one of those people.
Add that to the strictionary. Add that to the strictionary.
Noted. We will add it. Yeah, I used to never do it, and I'm like, oh, it's not that bad. And now, like, I don't say fireworks are overrated; they're cool,
You're
but
addicted.
I'd much rather do the stricky and sit back, right? Like, sure, I'll go out there and light some off with my cousins from time to time, but I don't know. I did it a few times.
Baby Herbie's not going to allow that.
No, we are not staying out for the fireworks. We're gonna drive through them probably in our neighborhood, but they've been going off for the last week, and thank goodness he's a good sleeper. He has not been woken up by him. We have his little baby monitor there. So you have the loud boom go off every, 10, 15 minutes or so in our neighborhood. He hasn't woken up yet, but it turns his monitor on. Because it's close enough and loud enough and sensitive enough, I guess. But he's been fine. So I'm curious to see how tomorrow goes. I'm not...
When it's really going.
Not optimistic, not holding my breath.
You guys might have to put the headphones on. The little, the baby headphones that they take to the games with them.
I'm looking to see if we have anything like that. I have kind of my gaming headset, but for as much of a melon as that kid has, they're still a little big for him. So I guess we'll see.
Where did you get that from?
Not me. Not me. My head size is like 6 7/8. Like I think a size 7 hat is the biggest.
Out of Peppy.
Dang. You're gonna do that to me on our show?
No, I'm not.
You're gonna do me like that?
I got a swole head. I'm just saying, but no, I can't do that. Man, baby Hersey, he looks too much like you, bro.
He's starting to. We're getting there.
He's getting there. He's got.
I've held off on the DNA test, so I think it's working out for me.
Yeah.
JPP was back in 2015. It's been almost a decade already.
Almost.
It's kind of crazy. No longer Notorious B.I.B. Fingers are way too valuable, right, Stricky?
Yes, they are. And you don't realize it. But here's what's crazy, right? Have you guys ever like messed up a nail? Like it actually got snagged on something and it goes a little bit deeper into the bed than you would like it to. So you're trying to really cut it off. Now here's when you know that fingers are important. Why is it that it just seems like even when you're trying to avoid it, it's just like it always, you hit something, grab something, catch it on something, and it's always that finger. How come it's not the other ones?
Never any of the other ones. Same with the toe.
Yeah.
You kick your toe once, you kick it twice.
It's like you could have hit the other toe and I would have been okay with that. But doggone it. That one.
How
I don't know. That I hate that part.
How often were you playing through jammed fingers in college in the NBA?
Not jam fingers as much. I did have them, and we would just tape them up and so forth and so on. I did have a dislocated thumb. Oof. That was a tough one to get back for, because then when I came back, I had to play with a brace over it, so it was really tough to handle.
Oh, sure.
But it was good that it was on my opposite finger, but it was my grip finger because I'm strong ambidextrous right grip, right? So yeah, it hurt like heck.
Dang.
Same with I had a 2nd degree ankle sprain as well. That stunk.
How'd you get it? Just
landing on somebody's foot. and it goes down to the floor.
Touch the floor.
And back then, we didn't have the technology that they have now.
No.
You know what they used to do to us?
Suck it up. Get back in there.
No. They had a few remedies, but this is what they used to do. They get us a big bucket, like one of those mop buckets, fill it with water, put a whole bunch of ice in it. They give you a little toe cap. You put it over your toes and stick your feet in the bucket.
Medicine.
That was it, bro. Now they have all these STEMS machines that go right to a specific area. They got you running in the pool now. They got all kinds of stuff that we just didn't have back then, bro.
And they're getting paid more now.
And they're getting paid more. It's unbelievable.
Out the wazoo.
I don't like what's going on right now.
I'm
doing a little hating.
That's fair.
Because Tobias Harris, when you told me that, bro,
$300,503,505 in career NBA earnings. Zero All-Star appearances.
Bro.
You thought Kirk Cousins was bad.
Airplane. That's the airplane face palm. I don't know. Was he low key allegedly? That's not even alleged. This is just some old tinfoil hat stuff. Dang, he must have got with one of the daughters of the owners or something. I mean,
his cousin is Channing Frye.
There's something going on with that, man. Did he alleged LeBron James, one of the teammates' mothers? I don't know. That could have been a lie too. I don't know. There's a lot of lies out here on the internet right now. But I'm just throwing stuff out because who gets that kind of money? Your boy trying to get it. Your boy, Tua Tagovailoa.
He's trying.
He's trying to get it right now.
Jake's boy.
They don't want to give it to him. Jake. Shout out to Jake, 402-464-5685. If Jakey Snaky around, Jakey, I want to know, is Tua worth the money?
Tobias Harris's career accolades include finishing 27th in most improved player voting, finishing 20th in most improved player voting, and once again, finishing 20th in most improved player voting. No All-Stars, no All-NBAs.
Your boy.
No defensive anything, no comeback, nothing.
Your boy.
16.6 rebounds, 2.5 assists per game for his career. 48, 37, 84 splits. So
basic.
Let's go over this really quick. Report day for Team USA men's basketball is Saturday.
Coming up.
Who are the starters, Stricky? See, because I think there are 4 locked in stone.
Okay. Okay, let me start in the guard position. I think you're going to have Steph Curry.
Mm-hmm.
I think your forward is going to be Jason Tatum.
Ooh, do you?
And LeBron James.
Okay.
I think they're going to go with Embiid.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say if they're smart. If they're not smart, they don't do this. But if they're smart, they put Anthony Edwards out there.
I like where your head's at. Here's where I end up. Steph, because it's his first Olympics and probably his last cycle. He's not doing it again. You don't recruit him not to start him. LeBron starting. I mean, whether he should or not, he's starting. Embiid, because think about all the work Team USA put in to recruit him away from playing for France.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know if France would have played, 3 big men with Embiid, Gobert, and Wemby, but you still kept him away from him. So you're not going to put in all that effort just to bench him.
Facts.
And KD's played in a lot of Olympics. He was the best player for Team USA last Olympic cycle. Shot 53% overall, 38% from 3, 90% on free throws, averaged 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists per game.
I hear you.
So you're not benching KD.
I hear you. If you're smart, you do.
If you're smart, you bench LeBron.
If you're smart, it doesn't matter, either one of them. But I could take that. I'm just saying, if you're not having focal points on Anthony Edwards and Jason Tatum, you're gonna miss your opportunity
for the next cycle for 28.
You're gonna miss it for the next cycle, and you're gonna miss it for marketability for the upcoming season.
Mm-hmm.
You use the Steph Curry situation to draw eyes. Good.
Embiid to draw some eyes.
You use that situation because of the way that it happened.
And he's going to
if
Paris.
Kawhi doesn't play a freaking lick, I'm okay with that. Sit over there, be on your, what is it called when they have the load management? Do USA basketball load management. Kawhi. Now the others, let's go. I'm okay with any and all of those. I like the coaching staff. Shout out to T. Lou.
It's what Kerr,
Getting
Lou,
another
and
run in it.
Few and Spoelstra.
Yeah. T. Lou, he's been there a few times now. Good for him.
I agree with you that I think Anthony Edwards and or Jason Tatum should start. I think they throw Booker in there. I think it's Steph, Booker, Bron, Durant, and Embiid. That's the way I think they go. Probably Durant at the 3, LeBron at the 4. Just because Booker's had that Olympic experience before. You're not going to have Steph and Drew in the same starting lineup, even though Drew's been there before. Ant is the next wave, and I think he's probably a better player. Maybe not as accomplished, but probably better and more of the future than Booker is. But Booker won a gold medal. You know, he's been around before. Tatum and Edwards, I think, are the 6th and 7th guys. But with the politics of recruiting Curry, of getting LeBron back one last ride, how good KD was in the Embiid situation, Kerr's got to have some massive cojones to be able to bench one of those guys. And I'm not sure he's able to. Especially not his guy Steph.
You well said. He probably doesn't have the stones. And I'm not talking about the Rolling Stones. Kind of like them a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have the stones to do it. I agree with you.
I wouldn't either, to be fair.
I agree with you.
So we will definitely keep monitoring that. I thought this was interesting, too. The guys that played in the fewest games, so 6 games played for Team USA last Olympics. JaVale McGee, Jeremy Grant, and Keldon Johnson were the only ones to not play in all 6 games. They only played 4. I think Kawhi, if he's not healthy, is kind of on the end of that roster. Anthony Davis, we'll see. I mean, saying he's the 8th man is tough unless it's him and Embiid as the first 2 centers. But Adebayo averaged 6 and 6 last Olympic cycle. Does he get pushed down, or do you play AD or Bam first in the Olympics?
Whew. Had a wave. I had a sneeze wave. I think you I think you probably do Anthony Davis, to be honest. I like Adebayo. I think he's going to be a solid guy. I think you allow Adebayo to get more time during the earlier rounds or in pool play.
Mm-hmm.
So then you can just see what you're getting from Anthony Davis compared to Adebayo. You don't give him the full load, but I think you play good clips between those two. You give just normal, regular clips to Embiid. You can even do some wild stuff depending on who your matchup is in the tournament. And what I mean by doing wild stuff is you can throw lineups out here like you got length and size and Tyrese Halliburton. You can put him in there with Curry, or you can put him in there with Drew.
Mm-hmm.
You throw LeBron James at the 4 and KD at the 3. And then you can put Kawhi Leonard or, LeBron at the 5, and then play Tatum and Durant at the 4. I mean, I think you can throw a lineup out there like that if you just want to get wild. Because I actually think if LeBron would focus, I don't think there's many foreign senators that would be able to over physical him. They're going to be physical now. Let's be real. They're going to do that.
They get their shot at
now,
him.
If LeBron's not in baby mode, he'll be all right. If he's in dog mode, which usually a dog side of him seems to come out in international play for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
But that's going to be something to watch out for, is what type of mentalities come out. Are they going to come out in Ralph Tresvant mode, or are they going to come out in DMX mode? If you know, DMX, dog. Well, if you come out with, I need a man with sensitivity, a man like me. If they come out like that, there's going to be trouble.
Night.
But they come out with, where the dogs at? Where my dogs at? If they come out like DMX, it's going to be different. They're going to be all right. We'll see.
July 28th against
Let's
Serbia.
go.
July 31st against South Sudan, August 3rd against a team TBD out of Puerto Rico.
Because Stricky coming out with dog.
Oh, Stricky coming out with dog. No, watch out, watch out, watch out.
If Stricky was coming out the tunnel,
tone set.
I don't have this on here for a reason. It's a dog. It's a dog breaking out. That's why I got it. It's coming out.
Let's see that dog in shootout with Strick. Just a light version. We're not playing the full shootout.
You kidding me yesterday?
I did no such thing. Just one question. We'll play the tiebreaker to give away $30 to Buffalo Wings and Rings to wrap up hour 1 of On the Block. Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mixed Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From Nebco's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Typical family night? How about a Grand Slam good time with friends and coworkers? Then unleash the fun at Haymarket Park with an action-packed, thrilling season of Salt Dogs baseball. Choose from 50 home games now through August with daily and weekly specials your whole pack can enjoy, including group discounts. Don't miss out on the magic and the excitement. Strike 3, you're out! Visit saltdogs.com to reserve your tickets today. Unleash the fun.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the defense of your liberty and pursuit of your justice for those that have been injured. My name is Seth Morris, attorney with Liberty Law Group. If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, call 877-42-LIBERTY. Our relentless trial attorneys are committed to the highest quality legal representation. At Liberty Law Group, we will fight for you. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Again, that's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and right now they are offering huge, and I mean huge discounts at Koppel. Get over $9,000 off list price or 1.9% financing on select Sierras or Silverados, plus Costco members receive another $1,000 off. Yes, that's happening right now in Louisville, $9,000 off list price or 1.9% financing. You pick what works for you. Costco members, please contact us at the store or at koppelcars.com. All deals with approved credit must trade and finance.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road. Herrick Services takes this time to wish everyone a happy and healthy 4th of July weekend. They are thankful for this great nation and celebrate our independence, which should never be taken for granted. This important message comes to you from Bart and the folks at Herrick Services, your vending specialists here in Lincoln. Their quality service and expertise has earned them a fine reputation. That's Herrick Services, on the air because they care.
The 4th of July is here, so get to Fairway Meat Market to get what you need for your grills and smokers. Fairway has all these options this week for just $3.99 per pound. USDA choice whole beef brisket, extra meaty pork loin back ribs, boneless, skinless chicken breasts, fresh cut chicken wings, regular or beer bratwurst, and 10-pound tubes of 85% lean ground beef. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
This is Coach Bill Bush. You all know my passion for Nebraska. Having coached all over the country, I can honestly say there is no place like Nebraska. You know where there's also no place like? Midwest Bank. Midwest Bank has proudly served Nebraska for over 70 years, and they're located in 9 different communities. Midwest Bank is ready, willing, and able to meet all your personal, business, and agriculture needs. Your community, your bank, and mine, Midwest Bank. Find out more at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
In every office, there's 2 types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels and Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Now back to On the Block with Strick and Austin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
One final segment here in hour 1 of On the Block. Not a full shootout. We're just getting Stricky's good guessing skills going on here. Maybe Stricky knows for a fact because you'll hit the number straight on sometimes, Stricky. You're good at that.
Push.
Sometimes, though, you need to trust your gut.
I know.
Just go with your gut. Just what does it tell you? Don't get cute with it.
I be trying to get cute.
I mean, let the ladies tell you you're cute.
The ladies are cute, but Stricky don't want to be cute. I like to be rough and rugged. No, I'm just playing. Sometimes I get dressed up and
You do.
I'll get my grown and sexy on.
Start feeling yourself a little bit. Yeah.
Sometimes.
I get you.
Yeah.
All right. Texter number. Let's do 11 in honor of 7 plus 4. Texter 11. Right answer, over, under, or push to Strick's answer to this question will win $30 to Buffalo Wings and Rings. In their careers, how many combined three-pointers have Steph Curry and Klay Thompson made? How many combined three-pointers have Steph Curry and Klay Thompson combined to make in their careers? For reference, I'll give you this information. Steph Curry, his first year in the NBA was 2009, 2010.
Yeah.
Klay Thompson's first year in the NBA would have been 2011, 12.
Okay. That's a tricky one, my boy.
How many combined three-pointers have Steph and Klay made?
Okay, if in one game we're looking at an average, if you're making an average of carry to 2, blah, bam, break up to 5, break it down. So if you averaging that over 82 games, 6 times 82, yeah, this is crazy, my boy. Ooh. Okay.
It's a big number.
It's a big number.
It's a big number. Just how big is that number, though, Stricky?
I'm going to say he has made... They have combined. So average of that times 10, 20. I'm going to say 32, 34, 50.
34, 50?
Yeah.
Okay. Over, under, or push. Texter number 11 with the correct answer will win the $30 to Buffalo Wings and Rings. And if you need a cup of coffee when you get here, let us know. We know people. We can hook you up with a Mill gift card as well. 402-46.
Can I change it?
Too late. You said 34.50. You're locked in. People have already texted in. It's not fair to them since they already texted in.
It's a bull job.
No, it's not. You had plenty of time to think about your answer.
Oh,
Over,
man.
under, push, 34.50 at 402-464-5685. Texter 11 with the right answer.
Man.
$30 to Buffalo Wings and Rings. We'll give you the answer. Get into hour 2 of On the Block next.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Herrick Services takes this time to wish everyone a happy and healthy 4th of July weekend. They are thankful for this great nation and celebrate our independence, which should never be taken for granted. This important message comes to you from Bart and the folks at Herrick Services, your vending specialists here in Lincoln. Their quality service and expertise has earned them a fine reputation. That's Herrick Services, on the air because they care.
Hey, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. It's official. Wedding season is here. And we know that every detail counts. From bridal party gifts to the finishing touches for the bride and groom, discover our exclusive selection of watches and fine jewelry. Did you know we even offer in-house engraving? Celebrate your special day with a personal touch and a timeless gift they'll cherish forever. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Everyone should have a collection of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store.
At Doane University, we build leaders, and that means your success and achievements come first.
At Doane University, your future is uniquely yours, and our world-class liberal arts education is just the beginning.
We invite you to schedule your campus visit and experience why Doane University will start you on your journey to your future career.
Learn more by scheduling your personal campus visit today at doane.edu/visit. See you soon.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the defense of your liberty and pursuit of your justice for those that have been injured. My name is Seth Morris, attorney with Liberty Law Group. If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, call 877-42-LIBERTY. Our relentless trial attorneys are committed to the highest quality legal representation. At Liberty Law Group, we will fight for you. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Again, that's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Drinking and driving causes serious harm to friends, family members, and loved ones. In 2021, 65 people were killed in Nebraska by a car crash involving a drunk driver. Do not drink and drive. By drinking less, you can still be here for your loved ones. If you or loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Join us each Saturday from 11 a.m. to noon for Youth Football 101 with Tank Perry of the Nebraska Red Wolves of 7-on-7 football. The future of the sport depends on the foundation set at a young age. Hear those stories and more each Saturday from 11 a.m. to noon here on 93.7 The Ticket.
This is On the Block with Strick and Austin. Nebraska Basketball Hall of Famer and 9-year NBA vet, Eric Strickland.
Strickland for three. And you're going to go out of here
basketball coaching legend and Duke basketball shooting coach in his mind, Austin Orman. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America, on air and online at theticketfm.com. Presented by NEBCO. This is On the Block with Strick and Austin.
Hour 2 of the show from 1040 O Street. That's where we're at, 93.7 The Ticket HQ studio headquarters alongside the mill. Let us know where you're at. Where are you listening to us from? Are you on the app? Are you on stream? Are you at home? Are you on the road? Are you already at your destination? Are you at the lake, big chillin'? Wherever you are, let us know where you're listening in from. We'll give you a shout out here in hour 2 of today's show. 402-464-5685 is how you can let us know. Or via the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Leave a comment there. Big thanks to Allo for giving us channel 961 as well. If you're watching on Allo, probably use the text line or pull up the stream alongside, right? Drop your comment, then get back to watching your TV. Hope we're keeping you company. Appreciate you dialing us in. Now, the start of a 4-day weekend here coming up. I'm Austin Norman. Eric Strickland is to my left here. We want to thank NEBCO for sponsoring the show. Check them out. Everything you need to know about NEBCO Constructors, Ready Mix Concrete, and more, all at nebcoinc.com. Strick, we mentioned this yesterday, but I think today, day before a long holiday weekend, fun little conversation to get us there. Pro sports towns with multiple kind of franchise icons already in place. This came to mind for me because last weekend I was in Kansas City, right? And they've got 2 in place. It's the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes, obviously cornerstone, icon for that franchise. And the Royals seem to have one in Bobby Witt Jr. He's that dude. Stop rolling your eyes. You know he's that dude. He's the truth. I will not accept Bobby Witt Jr. slander on this show.
Okay.
Let's go out to San Francisco, the Bay Area. It's Steph, who, by the way, has hit more threes himself than you even said. Steph has 3,750 threes. Klay Thompson has about 2,500 himself. So 62-28, the number of three-pointers Steph and Klay have hit combined in their careers. So the winner of the $30 to Buffalo Wings and Rings is Big Bird. Congratulations, Big Bird. Text us your name. We'll get you written down. You can pick up your $30 to Buffalo Wings and Rings. Is there another icon, franchise icon cornerstone in San Francisco, the Bay Area, alongside Steph Curry? If you look at the Niners or the Giants.
Oh, well, the Niners, for me, I don't think I can say Brock Purdy.
No.
I don't think that I could do that. So
can't say
I
Debo.
would probably say Christian McCaffrey.
Ooh. You giving him the nod?
That would be probably the only place I would go. Is I think Christian McCaffrey just has a huge talent that I think could have been maybe on the East, Saquon Barkley. But I just think that healthy, he's just one of the best to do it, man. I really do. I just believe that that's the case. But I can't see anybody that I could say yet on the baseball side.
The Giants might have had it, 6-8 years ago when Buster Posey was there.
I don't see anybody.
But right now, no. I'm also going to push back on Christian McCaffrey.
Okay.
He's really good. He's a staple of that team. But I don't think he's a 49ers icon. Right? Like, he still strikes me as a rental. I still think of him in Carolina. I know he's been in San Francisco for multiple years now, but San Francisco's
they really don't have one then.
Adopted him.
Yeah.
I think it's Steph Curry, and that's it.
Yeah.
Contrast that to Baltimore, right? You have Lamar Jackson in place and Adley Rutschman, the catcher for the Orioles. Okay, so there's 2. Philly, I think, is in a really good spot.
Do you throw Jalen Hurts in that combination?
You? He's got the money that says he would be in that convo.
I'm not there yet. I think last year would have helped to solidify something in my mind's eye, but no, I'm still a little bit far. But they do have somebody in baseball though.
I think it's Bryce Harper.
I think it's Harper.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
In basketball, it's Embiid. It's Embiid. He's been the rallying
MVP,
cry.
Yeah, but
he's trust the process. That city really embraced it.
I still think that's a, little asterisk to put on that one. I don't know if I can say he won that one, to be honest. That's just.
Was it Maxey?
No, it's got to be Embiid. It's got to be Embiid. There's nobody on the football side I can see or envision, so I can't really go there. But yeah, just Embiid. Then I would say that back in the day, definitely like Allen Iverson, no question. But now, yeah,
No.
I think you're right.
Let's go down to Stricktown, USA, Dallas. You got Luka. He's in place. City loves him. He's the icon of the Mavericks franchise. Is there anyone on the Cowboys that is a franchise icon or a cornerstone? Is there anyone on the Rangers? I'm not sure I see one aside from Luka. How do you see it?
Yeah, I can't really speak for Dak as much as I would like to. I can't. He just everything Cowboys build you up to achy break your heart.
Mm-hmm.
It just I can't get on board. So I can't say that. Now, if you're going to say somebody that's teetering right there, maybe Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
I think he's a next level type of dude. And I think once he gets his contract and breaks through, I think you might be on to something with him.
I'm with you there. The Rangers don't factor in at all to this conversation, right? They had Pudge back in the day, even like an Ian Kinsler or Michael Young potentially. Wyatt Langford might get there. I'm a Wyatt Langford guy, but he's very clearly not there yet. So it's Luka and maybe Parsons. Shoot, go back 5 years ago. It's Luka and Zeke Elliott,
right?
Who is back, but it's for a second stint. And the way things ended, I don't think you can throw Zeke into that conversation. Just down the road, Houston. Is CJ Stroud at that level yet? I think he is.
I think he's. I need to see a repeat performance before I can throw him in that. But you've got to put him in. I can understand how you would with how he revamped that organization in just such a quick turnaround and really gave him hope. He's inspiring hope. Whereas on the other end, Dak they're trying to figure out how to unload the hopeless, but when you look at his numbers are on par with, I saw a graphic not too long ago that his numbers literally, if you just took away the picture of Patrick Mahomes and you just threw it up there and said, this is Dak and who is this great player? It's Patrick Mahomes. And so his numbers, I think it's sad because his season numbers are absolutely phenomenal. And then it just infused. That's the difference between greatness and being good is when the games matter. And that's what Patrick Mahomes been the beneficiary of. Now, I'm not going to say that he's been able to win them all solo dolo by himself. I've watched some film. I watched some films, a little shaky stuff going on. When Kyle Shanahan, who's a smart man, in the beginning of the game says, okay, I can grant you, yeah, he held him, but they do it every time, and you saw him do it every time, and you never blew a whistle. He's looking like the Lakers to me a little bit.
Ooh, you threw that out there.
Just saying.
Ooh, is Patrick Mahomes LeBron
Is he propped
James?
up?
Ooh. We're getting that spicy on 4th of July?
Just saying.
Is Patrick Mahomes propped up?
Tom Brady leaves, you need another one.
Tom Brady was also propped up. Let's not pretend.
Let's not pretend Tom Brady wasn't popped up. But okay,
but Bill
is Mahomes the LeBron James of football?
402-464-5685.
He's a little whiny too. He's shaky there a little bit. He's a little crybaby-ish a little bit. I don't know, a little floppy.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm just playing. I don't know.
Bill and Bennett says, watch out for Jordan Love this year, guys. Is Jordan Love
Green
at
Bay,
that level?
Great story. Nah, well,
Giannis
I need a little
is.
bit more. Jordan Love's only. I need a little bit more from him.
Okay,
I need a little bit more from him.
Fair enough. Here's an interesting one to talk about. Let's do the two biggest cities in the U.S. Let's start with Los Angeles. Who are the franchise icons in L.A.?
See, you're going to say LeBron James.
This can go so many different directions.
You've got to understand. A lot of people don't like LeBron James, even as a Laker. Like they're like, he's not like us. He's not like us. That's what they be saying. But I'm just saying this part. You're probably going to say LeBron.
And then who else?
I got to go. It's definitely got to be Shohei Ohtani. And
Not Stafford?
No.
Would it have been Aaron Donald before he retired?
It could have been Donald.
Cooper Kupp?
Could have even been Herbert, but he's
true.
out here shaky himself. Cooper Kupp fell off the map. No, I don't see anybody ascending, not there. It ain't even across the wall. I mean, I'm not gonna say Kawhi. I'm not gonna say anybody on that level. Shohei Ohtani, I guess you got to go Shohei Ohtani and LeBron.
The guys that miss the cutoff there are also interesting. Kawhi, Mookie Betts isn't on that list, I don't think. It's Shohei's team now, even though Mookie's been there longer. Shohei's the show. Gorilla Bear said Mike Trout, too injured. 3 years ago. Yeah, it's Mike Trout first.
Yeah.
And then we'll see, but not anymore. Clayton Kershaw, again, a little shaky the last 3 or so years.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would have been him in a heartbeat, even before Ohtani. Dodgers should still be Kershaw's team. They're not right now. And then LeBron's an interesting one. He's what the Lakers have built around, have at least one more year with him. But LeBron's still fighting for his own legacy and to carve out that niche in LA. So it's hard for me to consider him a franchise icon. Let's go to New York then. It's Aaron Judge for the Yankees.
Judge, no doubt.
And then who? Is it anyone from the Mets? Is it anyone from the Giants? Anyone from the Jets? Anyone from the Knicks? Anyone from the Nets?
I think who's starting to glimmer a little bit and shine is I'm going to say Brunson. I'm gonna say Brunson. His light's starting to shine. Now, who else on the other side? Definitely nobody in Brooklyn.
Nope.
Let's see on the football side.
Not Daniel Jones.
I can't see that being it. No
Rodgers?
doubt.
Sauce Gardner?
I like Sauce. I like Sauce over Rodgers because I can't even envision Rodgers right now without being on ayahuasca. I can't even imagine.
Yeah,
right
having
now.
your franchise guy hopped up on some of that is probably not the way to make yourself a cornerstone.
No bueno.
And sorry, hockey. I know they have hockey teams there, but not necessarily feeling that one. Cincinnati, I think, is set with Joe Burrow and Ellie De La Cruz.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty good combination for those two. Cleveland. Do the Browns have anyone? Is Myles Garrett in that conversation? And then do the Guardians have anyone?
Is he still there? I mean, is he? I mean, I'm saying, is his numbers still reflective of being that type of guy? I mean, I know he jumped on the scene Is Njoku on the level of Kelsey?
No.
Okay.
And Njoku's closer to the Mark Andrews tier.
So Garrett this year comes out 14 sacks. Okay, that's moderate. 17 for loss. I mean, that's pretty moderate. That's not bad. It's pretty good. But I don't know. I don't know if I see him on the level of like Parsons. Like I see Parsons as I don't even see him on the level of like Aaron Donald yet. I mean, I think even Chandler Jones, he jumped onto the scene, but I haven't seen that dominance that it looked like he was gonna have. You know, ever since he pulled off the helmet and was swinging it around in the end zone at people, I don't know. He hasn't been the same.
Okay, anyone for the Cavs? Do you throw Spide in that conversation? Mobley?
I'm not there on them. They got playoff work in the East to do before I change my mind on them.
Okay.
They got work to do.
And see, I think the Guardians have one. Jose Ramirez. 5'9", 190. Dude, Stricky, this dude is as round as one of these helmets.
Come on, my boy.
He's that dude.
Got that kind of pop on him, bro.
Jose's good. Stricky, I was sitting 2 rows behind the Royals bullpen. He hit one 50 feet over our head.
Dang. In batting practice?
No. Third batter of the game. Solo home run on Friday.
Over your head like that?
Over our head like that. And it was a deeper part of the park. It was to right center. It cleared us by 50 feet. Jose's that dude. I hate it, but he's that dude.
All right.
Chicago. I see
your
nothing.
boy. Your boy.
My boy Caleb.
Your boy. Did you know what Caleb Williams is putting out there now? I don't know if this is fake news, but I happen to see. Let me check this, man. Let me make sure.
Okay, so it may be Caleb Williams. It's clearly no one from the White Sox. It's nobody from the Cubs. And the Bulls are falling apart. Like, DeMar's leaving in free agency.
Yeah.
Vooch isn't that guy. Chicago might have one. So you're struggling to find out who it is in Los Angeles. You're struggling to find out who it is in Chicago. And you think you know in New York, but even Brunson's only been there for a year. The three biggest markets in the country don't have a star that you can point to without a doubt right now.
But I think it's something to that.
What is it?
I think some cultural issues. I think these teams that there was a reason why. Listeners, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for joining us today and standing there. Nebco, thank you for your support. Listen, I'm about to get deep. Follow me.
Everything is all right.
I really do believe that with the shifts of the day, with social media being the way that it is now, with changes of marketing styles that used to exist, or even the avenues that you used to have to go through. Like back in the day, you used to have to get your news. You used to have to get all of your news by way of either the paper, cable news, or just local TV stuff, right? So that was where a lot of your stuff was dropped in. Now you can get that, but then you can go look at other news and see what's out there. And then you can go look at some print, or you can go look at some international, see what's out there, and then you can make an informed decision. This is what's happened now in sports. Used to have to go to these big markets in order to have access to marketing dollars at higher levels. Now that you have social media, you can market and do all types of things creatively by way of marketing that you didn't have to do in the past. So now those places are not necessarily the benefit, because what outweighed a lot of the stuff that goes on, taxes, high costs, standard of living, scrutiny, just all these things, attention. Yeah, all of that, right? All where the cost benefits of the marketing dollars that were going to be passed to you by being in the market is no longer necessarily a need. So a lot of these teams now are weighing in different factors, i.e. Shohei Ohtani, the way that the MLB allows them to be creative in their writing up their contracts. Saved them, helped them, made a difference. You can work off of that deal and not get killed by the way that he structured it. So you have to do things like that. You have to be creative, but they make it difficult for you. And this is why people don't want to necessarily flock to these places like they used to. Just that's me. Hey, if that sounds unplausible, holla at your boy Strick. 402-464-5685. Just shout me out. Let me know. I really believe that's part of some issues that is limiting that from happening like it used to.
And I think it's different in different sports, right? With the NBA and the NFL having salary caps, we think of New York and Los Angeles and then maybe Chicago as these big free agent destinations. They can spend all these money and buy all these players. But we haven't necessarily seen that, right? The Giants and the Jets aren't dominating. The Yankees, in baseball, and the Mets in baseball spent a lot of money with different results. The Knicks finally got their act together when they stopped chasing these big money free agents who would have come to New York for the attention. LA, same sort of way, right? The Dodgers weren't always dominating the NL West. They got back to drafting really well. They started with lower budget, right? And then supplemented with free agents. Now they're buying Shohei, trading for Mookie, Freddie Freeman, all that sort of stuff. But look at what the Lakers and the Clippers, how they've run into the ceilings. Look at the Rams, had to go all in for one championship and have been just okay outside of that. The Chargers have bumped their heads on a wall. So even if these places are free agent destinations outside of baseball, you can't just magically work your way there. You can't just buy a team, and it's not maybe as attractive if, you're not going to be able to build a team around you if you're not going there for just a, retirement contract, one last sort of deal. The Yankees and the Dodgers have done it right. Not many other teams in LA and New York have been able to capitalize on that old sort of buzz of, hey, I get to go play on the biggest stage in the biggest city in front of the most fans.
Because I think that it has a couple things to do. One, with the purest of the game. It stays pretty cyclical on how it's done.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I think that's part of it. I think the other part has to do with they haven't found a way to monetize different areas of their sport. So they really their money making model has pretty much been the same over the course of time. So it still relies on a lot of these things, because you don't see them marketing in these innovative ways that some of the others are. You don't see them marketing over TikTok and, with their NBA cares and a lot of the things that you don't see MLB doing a lot of that type of stuff.
Mm-mm.
They'll go over to Africa and have these different camps, but they'll market it and they'll build it up, and then they'll have these different games, and they're doing all these things that are tying it in to keep your mind fresh on the types of players. Even with the Olympics, like, I would be doing some heavy marketing of some of the players, even my international players.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these matchups, like they're just not creative in that method, and that's what I think makes it difficult, and why you're seeing most people still trying to get, because the big money is there in the traditional sense,
right? But then you have the exceptions like Giannis and Jokic, right, who have become the guys who those markets have built around. One last one for the segment: Boston. Are Tatum and Brown the big two? Can you have two in the same sport? Clearly, it's no one from the Patriots right now.
No.
Especially with Belichick gone. Red Sox are on the fringes of the wild card race. It might be Tatum and Brown as the two biggest, most marketable athletes in Boston right now.
Yeah.
No Big Papi. No Brady.
Yeah. Yeah. There's nobody that really no, I'm not gonna say.
Don't do it.
Be a big pause moment.
Do I need to mute your mic?
We good. I'm just gonna be quiet.
It
doesn't work.
Let's go to break before Stricky gets in trouble. We'll be back with more on the block after this.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppel Chevrolet GMC, and right now they are offering huge, and I mean huge, discounts at Coppel. Get over $9,000 off list price or 1.9% financing on select Sierras or Silverados. Plus, Costco members receive another $1,000 off. Yes, that's happening right now in Louisville. $9,000 off list price or 1.9% financing. You pick what works for you. Costco members, please contact us at the store or at CoppelCars.com. All deals with approved credit must trade and finance.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Herrick Services takes this time to wish everyone a happy and healthy 4th of July weekend. They are thankful for this great nation and celebrate our independence, which should never be taken for granted. This important message comes to you from Bart and the folks at Herrick Services, your vending specialists here in Lincoln. Their quality service and expertise has earned them a fine reputation. That's Herrick Services, on the air because they care.
For only $2.99 a day, LES powers life's sweetest moments and keeps all your summer treats icy cold and ready. Learn more at les.com/value.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the defense of your liberty and pursuit of your justice for those that have been injured. My name is Seth Morris, attorney with Liberty Law Group. If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, call 877-42-LIBERTY. Our relentless trial attorneys are committed to the highest quality legal representation. At Liberty Law Group, we will fight for you. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Again, that's 877-42-LIBERTY.
The 4th of July is here, so get to Fairway Meat Market to get what you need for your grills and smokers. Fairway has all these options this week for just $3.99 per pound. USDA choice whole beef brisket, extra meaty pork loin back ribs, boneless, skinless chicken breasts, fresh cut chicken wings, regular or beer bratwurst, and 10-pound tubes of 85% lean ground beef. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Now back to On the Block with Strick and Austin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Just about half an hour to go here during On the Block for the week. Austin Norman, Eric Strickland with you. A couple things to get to here in this segment before we bring Jay Foreman in for the crossover. Let's address angry Rams fan. Strick, I know you texted him back. Sorry if we made it sound like Micah Parsons was not on Aaron Donald's level. We just had more to talk about because Micah Parsons is in the league. He has those steps to take. Because, Strick, I don't think there's any doubt that Aaron Donald is a more accomplished player than Micah Parsons and meant more to the Rams franchise over his time there than Micah Parsons has for the Cowboys.
Yeah. That's all it is. And plus, like his time is ended, so it's really not one that we could really talk about in the same light because we're talking about current, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're not talking about. I mean, there's a lot we could have brought up for past, but we're talking about. So he's just part of Rams history now, which illustrious history. He's one of the best to do it. I think he should go in the rafters or whatever wherever they put it in the stadium. I think he should. I mean, he definitely did something for that organization.
Ellis in Illinois says Chicago is easy. Connor Bedard. Sure, NHL, I guess we could throw them in the conversation. I don't know a whole lot enough to speak on that. So I assume then if you go to Denver, you have Jokic out there as the cornerstone for the Nuggets. Then for the Avalanche, you could throw Nathan McKinnon in that conversation. He's been really good. But I think that underscores the point that there's nobody for the Rockies. Really hasn't been since Tulowitzki got injured, and before him, probably Todd Helton.
Yeah.
But Strick, even the state of the Broncos, it's been a while. Peyton Manning, when he was there, that wasn't really his team. It was Von Miller.
Right.
I think it's the last guy Denver has. And I'm sorry, Zach Wilson is not the answer to that question.
No.
So
no, unfortunately.
3994. Where are Bo and Carl nowadays? Strick, if you have any guesses as to what Bo Pelini is doing right now.
He's chilling on a lake somewhere.
Nailed it. Bo Pelini's last coaching job, 2020 with LSU. The flip side of that, Carl Pelini. Oh, here's the other question. Which one's older, Bo or Carl?
Bo.
Carl.
Really?
Carl's the older brother.
Huh.
Carl Pelini, 58 years old, born July 15th of 1965. And Bo Pelini, born 1967. So Bo is the younger brother in that relationship. Carl Pelini, we know, was at Florida Atlantic for a while. He's coaching high school football right now. He is at Carl is at Cardinal Mooney in Youngstown, Ohio. Trying to figure out so he was coaching at Cardinal Mooney. The school came out and didn't renew his contract. And then all sorts of people said, hey, what are you doing letting, Coach Carl go? So the athletic director had to put out a statement that said, this was a while back. So when I say last week, it wasn't actually last week. But it said, last week I moved too aggressively in opting for a change in the athletic department. In the days following the announcement, I received an outpouring of support for Carl from his players and coaching staff, the players' parents, and others in the Cardinal Mooney community. I informed Carl on Sunday that I was reassessing my decision, and after a constructive meeting yesterday, we mutually agreed to move forward together. So that's what Carl Pelini's doing. Okay. He's kicked all the bad habits that followed him down in Boca Raton and is a successful high school football coach in Youngstown.
Good for him.
Home. So
good.
That's where the Pelinis are at. Let's see here. Bill and Bennett, Carl had some issues, but it sounds like those are behind him now. And I think that's where we're going to stop with the former Husker coaches. It is America's show today here on the block, with July 4th being tomorrow. Which team in the NBA, we'll start with the NBA, Stricky, has the best red, white, and blue color scheme? You get three options: Detroit Pistons, Los Angeles Clippers, and Washington Wizards. Shoot, throw New Orleans in there if you want to. Which of those you like? Detroit, the Clippers, or the Wiz? 3994 says Pistons all the way, baby.
That's kind of where my head is going. I'm trying to really look back. Yeah, I actually probably am going with the Pistons.
New Pistons or old Pistons?
Old Pistons.
Old Pistons? Bring back the horse. Bring back the fire horse.
That was like right around the early part of my time. That's right. I want to say that was around when Stack and Grant Hill were up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was like the start of that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
In the NFL, you have 2 in the same division, 3 in the same conference, and 4 overall. The AFC East, half of them are blue and red, Bills and Patriots. You have the Texans in the AFC South and the Giants in the NFC. The best red, white, and blue in the NFL belongs to...
And say those numbers again, or those teams again?
Buffalo, New England, Houston, and the New York Football Giants.
I'm going to have to go with my boy Jay Foreman.
Going to Bills?
Yeah. I know a lot of people may go with the Giants, but...
Who's last on that list?
I'd probably say Texans.
Ooh, really? Why are the Texans last for you? Because they're the newest?
I actually like the old school, the one with the Patriot hiking the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I totally like that. So I'm really kind of, I like the new style of Houston's. You know, the scheme looks pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just so stuck on the old school. So not that I give full deference to it, but I'm stuck on that part of the uniform.
It's kind of cool how they differentiate themselves too. I mean, with very similar color schemes. The Patriots had the, closer to royal blue and the bright red for a while with that Patriot hiking the football. And then they really leaned into the deeper navy with the silver trim and the red accent for a while. The Patriots haven't used a lot of red. They've gone away from that recently. You'd say the same for the Giants, who have the atrocious kind of alternate uniforms. But the Giants, I think of them as blue and white with a little bit of red accent. Buffalo will lean into the red here and there, but when I think of Bills, I think of blue and I think of white before them. In Houston, I think it's still trying to find its footing, right? They have those bright red jerseys, also the shiny red helmets.
Yeah.
For me, as much as I hate to do it, I like the way the Texans use it.
I knew you were going to say that.
I like the way the Texans use it first.
That's that young bull. That's that young bull.
It is that young bull. It's true. The
that young bull mentality.
The red jersey with the navy trim in the white number, I think looks pretty sharp. The old Patriots has grown on me. Not being a Patriots fan, I prefer the navy and the silver. It's just that's what I grew up knowing, right? Bills are fine. I think Bills are pretty middle of the road, right? I get it. 3994 says it's iconic. Yeah, it's been around. It's tried and true. It stood the test of time.
Yeah.
It's better than the Giants. The Giants,
just blah.
Very blah, matching the product on the field recently. And the Giants, when they try to do something new and unique, hasn't always worked out. So that's where I'm at with that. But give me the Wizards in the NBA, by the way.
Okay.
Major League Baseball.
I think that's pretty cool. Braves. That's easy.
Dang, they get the options out, Stricky.
Easy Braves.
Okay. The other options are the Nationals, the Cubs, the Phillies, which I think is a stretch, but technically is in there. Then the Blue Jays, the Twins, and the Rangers. It can't be the Blue Jays because they're Canadian, so they are
Braves.
Mixed.
Braves, Rangers.
Mm.
That's the two for me.
Not the Cubs. You go with the history, the iconic Bills jerseys.
That's where it is. I mean, Cubs. If you're gonna go legendary, iconic, yeah, they're definitely in the mix for sure.
Do you like the
old pinstripes? I mean, they're between them and the Yankees. The pinstripes was popping. The pinstripes was popping.
Is it going to be a hot take for me to say I like the Cubs pinstripes better than the Yankees?
No, Rico, you're good.
And also no Knicks. I'm not sucking up and I'm not trolling. So
yeah, you're good.
Do you like the new Braves or like the Hank Aaron Braves?
I like the new. The Smoltz, Glavine, them Braves, Justice, Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
What was the little Pendleton? He was tough. Pendleton was not. He reminded me of Tony Gwynn, kind of the style, the way they hit. But there was what was their Templeton? What was their second baseman's name? He was really good. He could play both infield positions. Not Pendleton, but he was a little guy. He was real little. He stole late bases.
Oh, Albies? Ozzie Albies? Yeah.
No. I know it if I see it.
Let's see.
Back in the 90s.
Yeah, okay. Marcus Giles was just after that. Tony Cuccinello, no. Let's see. Not Felix Milan. Glenn Hubbard?
No.
Let's see here. Let's see. Mark Lemke?
Mm-mm. He has like a little pea head. He was a little skinny. I don't know if he was Cuban or I think he had a Cuban name, but he played like second base and he would steal a lot of bases. They were a running squad.
You're saying in the 90s?
Yeah. Could have been early 90s.
Would he have been on the World Series team?
Yeah, I think he was.
Okay. 95 Atlanta Braves. Let's see here. Mark Lemke was the starting second baseman.
Mm-hmm.
You had
maybe he was shortstop.
Jeff Blauser.
No.
Rafael Belliard.
That's it.
Rafael Belliard. Okay.
Yeah.
75 games, went 40 for 180 at the plate with 2 stolen bases and 2 cut ceilings.
That's not him, man. I remember Belliard. No, Belliard was a little tiny dude. He looked kind of like a bowling ball.
He was 5'6", 160.
Yeah. No, that's not him. He was, oh man, I wish
He was Dominican, so you were very close.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
You guys, I can't remember his name. And it's
Otis Nixon?
Me. There it is.
Pat the Cop. Pat the Cop comes through.
Otis Nixon. There it is. Way to come through. I always know.
83 to 99.
Yeah.
Was with the Braves in from 91 to 99, to your point.
Yeah.
He stole 620 bases.
There
so
you
there
go.
You go.
I knew that was it. I was like, I used to admire that dude.
Center fielder.
Oh, center field.
Center fielder, 6'2",
Okay.
180.
I thought some reason he played second base.
Hmm.
But okay.
There you go.
All right. I knew you guys always come through.
Pat the Cop, job well done. They've got a guest starting off old school. So we're going to go to break here. We'll have a quick crossover with Jay, get you set up for old school after this.
For only $2.99 a day, LES powers life's sweetest moments and keeps all your summer treats icy cold and ready. Learn more at les.com/value.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
All your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com, serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas. Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started. All right, it's time for Final Jeopardy. It's been a tight contest today that all comes down to this final question. No summer picnic or family get-together or trip to the lake is complete without this particular item. Let's go first to Bob.
What is beer?
No, that's not it. Think about the kids. Over to you, Farley.
What is corn on the cob?
Tough to grill that on a boat. Wrong again. Grace, this time for the win.
What is Bure's cheese spread?
We have a winner! Bure's cheese spread, available in most local grocers in Nebraska. The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Looking for the ultimate change-up from the typical family nights? How about a Grand Slam good time with friends and coworkers? Then unleash the fun at Haymarket Park with an action-packed, thrilling season of Salt Dogs baseball. Choose from 50 home games now through August with daily and weekly specials your whole pack can enjoy, including group discounts. Don't miss out on the magic and the excitement. Strike three, you're out! Visit saltdogs.com to reserve your tickets today. Unleash the fun.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today. We'll see increasing cloud cover throughout the day. An afternoon high around 86. Tonight, probably cloudy, then a chance for showers and storms late, below around 66. And tomorrow, the 4th of July, a chance for showers and storms in the morning, and probably sunny, with a high around 81. Meteorologist Kyle Plecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Old School with DP and J.
And Todd Bowles, I'm gonna tell you this, DP. His voice does not match his body type.
That's what I'm saying. He's never I don't know how you can be led by Todd Bowles' voice.
That's a fireable offense anyway.
Like his facial expression is top notch. Then his voice, because it's literally you're there expecting. It's like Mike Tyson.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Do you need your event or venue secured? Call Tank Security Team. Tank Security Team is Lincoln's #1 non-lethal security company. Tank Security Team offers first-class security with efficient and quicker response times. Hire Tank Security Team. No hassle, no headaches. Call Tank at 402-310-3589 and get secured today.
Now back to On the Block with Strick and Austin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
One last segment for the week here during On the Block. Thanks to Nevco for sponsoring the show. Austin Norman, Eric Strickland with you. Welcome in, Jay Foreman. Jay, what's up?
What's popping?
Lots. Been a good show. Been a busy show. It's been the America show today, with tomorrow being July 4th. In that vein, your starting lineup for Team USA men's basketball in Paris is who?
Oh, man, probably Ant-Man, Steph, LeBron, KD. Is Embiid there? Is he American?
Embiid.
And Embiid.
You are halfway between me and Strick, essentially. Stricky threw in Ant and Tatum. You also said, he said Steph, LeBron, Tatum, Embiid, and Edwards. That was Strick's starting lineup.
I ain't starting Tatum.
Stricky, why are you starting Tatum? Explain to Jay.
You're going to have to accentuate. You got to take advantage. Some of this has got to be marketing, I think, for what's come. You've got
I can see
you've
that.
got a lot of downturn on viewability. I think now they're hot, big market guy. They've won. He broke through. I think you just use it for marketing opportunities at this point.
I can see that. Yeah,
that's why.
I can see that. I think him and KD I probably would say where their game is. I would say Tatum. And you know what? Tatum would probably play better than he did in the finals playing with those guys. It's less pressure.
Yeah.
And so and also, I guess I'll retract that. I mean, KD is obviously a better player, but I think Tatum would play better. Plus, I think Tatum's game fits the Olympic style of basketball right now better than KD.
Facts.
Considering age,
one-on-one,
in the role that he would play. So you got to think if Tatum, KD would do work, but Bron and Steph and Edwards can do that. But then you got Edwards and Tatum over there, along with Bron and Steph, and then you got Embiid. Yeah, I like that right there.
Yeah,
even though KD's a better player. If I had to bet my last $100, I'm going on KD.
Yeah. I mean, obviously,
style of play.
You got to transition this thing to the next wave, and that's why I just think
they're all in Europe, and it's all them Europeans.
Yeah,
that's why you got to stop letting them in here.
Yeah,
you gotta be able to defensive shuffle for 5 minutes straight, 6 minutes straight, if you're going to be a first round pick if you're European. And that was, I'm telling you, start seeing dudes shooting right up that draft board. I'm just telling you, it's true. It's that simple. Play defense and do bench press.
Yeah.
For reference, one player averaged 20.7 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists last Olympic cycle. One averaged 15, 3, and 1.5. Those are your 2 leading scorers for Team USA. Player 1, KD. Player 2, Jason Tatum.
KD gonna kill it in there.
That's why it's hard for me to move him out of the starting lineup. He has scored the most points in a Team USA jersey of anyone in history.
He's going to kill it.
It is his last go-around, which is also why LeBron's starting. You're not getting him back for another cycle. This is it. This is the swan song for LeBron. Steve Kerr have the guts to bench him? No. Steph is playing in his first Olympics. Steve Kerr's not benching his guy, so he's there. All the political work he had to do to get Embiid to play for you, to convince him to play, as much as I think Tatum might be the better option, better play long-term, I don't know if Steve Kerr has the guts to go away from those 4 guys. And then it comes down to Anthony Edwards or Devin Booker. Edwards is the better player, but Booker has the Olympic experience.
I don't care.
He's got the gold. And Kerr coached him.
Ant-Man, 1,000%.
I think they go with Booker, even if they should go with
No way. Then they losing. They're going to be like Team USA soccer. Doo-doo right down there like Ant-Man. First of all, the relationship with Steve Kerr and Ant-Man is better than him and Booker. You saw Ant-Man, a product of what Steve Kerr got in his tail last year. So he going to put him out there. And Ant-Man is way above Booker. He can say he Mamba and talk to Kobe. Ain't nobody trying to hear that no more, man. Ain't nobody trying to hear that, man. That's over.
It's over?
You could just deal with MJ and all that, but that ain't happening. Bron's going to dominate. KD's going to dominate. And then Ant is going to take it to the next level.
I asked Strick this one. Who's the backup center, AD or Bam? Bam averaged 6 and 6 last time out of the Olympics in 20 minutes a game. Also a block and a steal per game.
AD's, I'm going to go AD. He played some games this year, and he started to act like he has some cojones. But Bam is going to be a problem if he continues to ascend.
Bro, I said it's going to depend on two things. You ready?
I'm ready.
It's either going to depend on whether or not they coming in like New Edition.
This dude here.
They need a man with sensitivity.
This dude.
It's a matter if they gonna come in there singing like Ralph Tresvant, or if they come in there talking about, where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? They gonna come in there like DMX, or they gonna come in there like Ralph Tresvant? Which one do you see them coming in like?
They gonna come in on a mission.
They don't come in if they don't come in with that.
Oh yeah, this isn't. That's why they got it. Their mind's gonna be right, because this isn't like 8 years ago where you could we'll just get up for Spain. Oh no, Luka and them dudes over there, and the rules are so different, so it lessens the gap. Them dudes they playing against know these like
them lanes ain't open like them James Harden lanes,
and they let you foul too. You ain't getting the James Harden
right.
Triple step back up through no.
Doing all this, this LeBron James.
No, that ain't LeBron. That's hard.
I can't believe this man over here defending LeFlop James.
All the hate that you have in your body, it's just like, that's a Bellevue thing, man. Then you up here dancing.
But for you to say he don't do that, that's crazy. Like, you remind me of like everybody talking about at the debate what people did and didn't do.
He flopped.
They all do it.
But it's a product of where they're playing.
Booker does it.
But you saw with the Celtics when you back that man in the corner.
Yeah.
Okay, he go. I can't say it on air, but my grandfather said somebody keep challenging you. You guys zip your suit up one time, and you know what I'm talking about because I know Matt. Sometimes Strick, you guys zip your suit.
Calf.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's only about 4 or 5 times of your life you guys zip your suit up.
That's why I wasn't in Alabama. That's why I wasn't in Auburn.
Apalaka. Apalaka sinus.
It was.
Is it Apalaka?
It was not like Opalika. Opalika.
I knew it was something.
It wasn't good.
Yeah,
hey man, happy 4th, y'all.
Yeah, the way you be acting, we gotta move you way out to Ogallala. We gotta get him out to Ogallala.
Ogallala, Opelika, what's the difference?
We love y'all.
Strick, you have yourself a good weekend, my guy.
You too.
His weekend already started.
Jay, who's your guest on Old School?
We got Greg Smith coming up, national director of Rivals, going to talk about the Husker new commit, what Nebraska's got going on.
The cornerback?
The tight end.
The tight end?
Just got today. Okay. We're going to talk about TJ Lateef and how important he is to the, obviously continue to add on recruits going forward.
There we go. Old School DP and Jake coming up next.
Have
Strick,
a good weekend.
I'm Austin. What he said.
He watched himself once. This dude.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays,